Hello guys, welcome back to algebra class. And this time I will go over completing square lesson. Well, I wasn't gonna really make this video, but I know in my class there are some people who really want to go ahead of move ahead. So I prepared this video for you. Like some people faces coming out such as Gio, Eric, April, who wants to move ahead. Then there are more students. It's just I cannot. It's not because I don't know you guys. It's because I cannot really say all the names because there's too many. So let's see how we can do this. So basically, this lesson is about I want to change from ax squared plus bx plus c this format into a x minus h squared plus k this format, because in this format, only thing that I can get out of this, only information that I can get is this y-intercept, which is 0, 21. Okay, but if I find this vertex form, I can find vertex, which is h, k, or I can also find axis of symmetry, which is x equals h, something like that. Okay, so let's see how we can do this. So step number one is very simple. I'm gonna put parentheses the first two number, okay? And then I'm gonna factor out our a, which is 2. So I'm gonna divide each number by 2, which means I'm gonna factor this one out. So I have 2x squared minus 4x plus 21. As you can see, I took 2 out of this two number, okay? Just I leave x here. Now, if I want to make this one into this format, I have to add and subtract by b over 2 and square. So in this case, our b is -4. So let's make a side note here. So what I'm going to do is just leave some space here, -4. I'm going to divide this number by 2, and then I'm going to square it. So this number is going to be always positive, okay? Now, -4 divided by 2 is -2. And -2 squared is going to be +4. Okay? So it's going to be 4. Because if you're not sure, just put this one into decimals, okay? So again, -4 divided by 2, you get -2. And after that, you got to square it. So -2 times -2, you get +4. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put this 4 inside this parenthesis. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put +4 and -4. And you may think, Mr. Kim, what did you just do? So do you see just this number? 4 minus 4. This one is equal to 0, right? That basically means I did not change this equation. I just put this number right here so that I can make it look different. How am I going to make it look different? Now, do you see -4? This one, always this negative number, I'm going to take it out. But when you take it out, you got to multiply this number by front number, which is 2. So what I'm going to have now is here. I'm going to have this 2 x squared minus 4x plus 4, okay, plus 21. Now, -4, since when I'm taking this one out, I gotta multiply by this number. So what's 2 times -4? It's gonna be -8. Are you okay? And then now, what I have to do is now, do you see this number? Now I can factor this one. So let's factor this. 4 and -4. What can give you this? What can give you 4? 1 times 4, 2 times 2. And 2 and 2 is the option. But again, 2 plus 2 does not give you -4. So I'm going to make it as both negative. So let me change it. This one is I'm going to rewrite this one as 2 x minus 2 x minus 2 right? And then what's a 21 minus 8? That's gonna be 13. Yeah, so that's about it. What I have to do is, now let's simplify it. So I'm gonna put f of x, 2. Now, do you see I have x minus 2 twice? So I'm gonna rewrite this one as this. X minus 2 squared plus 13. So, ta-da! We just changed 2x squared, like this standard form, into the vertex form. When you put this one into decimals, these two are exactly same graph. They just look different, okay? And here, 2, 13. This one is gonna be our vertex. Okay, so keep that in mind. Our vertex is this number. So that's it. That's all you're gonna do for this chapter. So let's do one more question together. So we have this one. So step number 1, like put parentheses. If you do not want to do it together, make sure you pause the video and do it by yourself and check it out. And then I'm gonna divide by 3, so I get 3. X squared plus 18 divided by 3 is 6. Okay, and what should I do? Next step, do you see this number? Make a side note, 6. And always divide by 2. Always, and then square it. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 squared is 9. So what I'm gonna have is 3x squared plus 6x. So 1 plus 9 minus 9. 1 is going to be positive, 1 is going to be negative. Okay. Next step. Always you're going to take out negative 9. But when you do this, make sure you multiply by this number. So you get 3x squared plus 6x plus 9 plus 19. What's up? Negative 9 times 3? Negative 27. All right. Now this one we can factor. Again, since it's going to be perfect square, these two numbers are going to be same. 3 and 3, right? So I have 3x plus 3, x plus 3. And what's the 19 minus 27? That's going to be about minus 8. Yep, we got everything. So let's finalize it. 3, we got x plus 3 squared minus 8. Okay, where our vertex is gonna be negative 3 comma negative 8. That's it. Now pause the video. Now try this question by yourself. If you don't get it, we're gonna do it in class on maybe on Wednesday, so don't worry about it. Let's do about 2 more questions. I'm gonna go over this one and this one because this one is a fraction, and you are gonna try these 2 questions by yourself. Okay. So question says, convert the following quadratic function to the vertex form, and later on, actually on the test, they were gonna say, and then find value of h or find value of k. Okay. So let's do it. Set up parenthesis. Do you see now first number is a negative number, which is negative 2. So just be careful with the sign. So you have to divide each number by negative 2. So you get negative 2, x squared. 4 divided by negative 2 is negative 2x plus 1. Now do you see this one, negative 2? What you have to do is negative 2. Always, as I say, you divide by 2 and then square it. So negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. And negative 1 squared is positive 1. So you get x squared minus 2x plus 1 minus 1 plus 1. Always try to get rid of negative 1. And negative 1 times negative 2, it's going to be positive 3. So it's going to be negative 2 x squared minus 2x plus 1 plus 1. Negative 1 times negative 2 again, it's going to be plus 2. Alright, let's factor this. I'm going to put 1 on the top, negative 2 in the bottom. What can give you 1? Always 1 times 1. but it should be -2, so I'm gonna put both negative. I'm pretty sure some of you cannot really, this factoring could like confuse some of y'all, but now since I'm too lazy, I know it's x minus 1, x minus 1, right? So I will just skip that step. X minus 1 squared, 1 plus 2 squared plus 3. You know, I can just go step, instead of writing x minus 1 both sides and then do it like this, like who cares? Like I'm gonna put f of x. Now, here, your h value is gonna be opposite of this, which is positive 1. Your k value is last number, which is 3, okay? Sometimes your question asks for the vertex, sometimes your question will just ask you find this, something like that, okay? So keep that in mind. So let's do, this is the last question that I will go over in this video, and then the rest of the questions you're gonna do it by yourself, okay? So let's do it. You divide by -3 on both sides. So you get -3 x squared minus 7x minus 53. Now, do you see -7? It's gonna be -7. What you have to do is you always divide by 2 and then square. Only problem is that's gonna be a fraction, right? So let's do, in this case, this is what you should do. -7 times -7 is positive 49, and 2 times 2 is 4. So this is the number that you actually have to add and subtract. So what you're gonna get is -3 x squared minus 7x plus 49 over 4 minus 49 over 4. Yeah, minus 53. Okay. Now, you're gonna take this one out, but don't forget to multiply by this number. So you're gonna, oh gosh, it's kind of painful. So you get plus 49 over 4 minus 53. Negative 49 over 4, when you multiply this one, I don't even know. What's a 49 times 3? Yeah, so it's gonna be negative times negative become positive. Oh my goodness, positive 147. I mean, I kind of meant it, but I kind of regret doing this. I think, you know what? In the class, I think I will just change this one to 24. That's gonna be easier, because you don't have to deal all this one. I mean, I kind of thought that fraction would be fun, but I did not think about this portion. So let's do this one. Yeah, I mean, I will finish this one, but in class, I will just change it to 24. You can change it to 24 if you want to right now, because if you don't want to deal with it. Now, how can I factor this one? It's very simple. You just put 49 over 4 in the top, -7 in the bottom. What can give you this? Just put square root of this one, which is gonna be like this number. Always this number. -7 over 2. -7 over 2. That's gonna give you the number. So you get -3 x minus 7 over 2 x minus 7 over 2. Now this one, I don't know. I will just put this one into decimals because I don't want to do this thing. Plus 147 divided by 4. So it's gonna be, I mean, fraction, that's gonna be, yeah, minus 65 over 4. Okay, so now we got this. F of x equals -3 x minus 7 over 2 squared minus 65 over 4. That's what you're gonna get. Yeah, but again, in class, I will change this one to 24 because this is really painful. I did not expect this much. Yeah, but whatever. It was fun to me, at least. But if you can do this one by yourself, that's gonna be fun. And again, about this factoring part, I told you it's gonna be like this, right? That works for every single thing here. Do you see this one is a -1? That's why I put -1 here. Same thing. Do you see 6 over 2 is like 3? That's what I put here. Same thing. Do you see this -2? That's what I put here. So it's gonna be the same thing always. And that's about it, guys. Again, if you have any questions, just let me know. Just as always, I love you guys. Bye.